Your beliefs are either your prison or your passport, and you will know by your current results. This past week, I asked my email list, what are some limiting beliefs or habits you have you know are keeping you stuck? The answers were all over the board, but they're very universal. And the answers that I received were responses like, I'm not enough for my ideal lover. I don't have enough education, and that's why I can't get the jobs. I wish I were more assertive and I didn't care what people think. But until you understand that your beliefs create your reality, nothing in your life will change. Today, I'm going to help you uncover your limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck in unwanted results and give you the tools and steps you need so you can rewire them and get the results you actually want. I want you to think about it like this. Your beliefs are your operating system. And beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking. They have had your attention over and over and over again. So think of them as deep-rooted weeds in your mental garden. And I coach my clients on how to pull the weeds and plant new seeds again so you get desired reality. So let's get to it on why beliefs are everything. And remember, they are your prison, keeping you stuck, playing small, unwanted, or they are your passport, empowering and expansive and creating a life you can't wait to wake up to. So here's how beliefs work in reality creation. Beliefs are the first domino. So beliefs then create your perception. This is your filter on how you see the world. It's your perception that is then creating your identity. And I talk about identity all of the time. Your identity creates your reality, but we're just going a couple layers deeper. And then identity is creating your results in your life. Results or reality. And this is the feedback loop. Back to beliefs. So for example, those emails I received from individuals, this one guy who has been applying to jobs over and over and over again, not getting the roles he wants. He has a belief, I don't have enough education. He has a belief, I'm not going to get the job, which is keeping him in a lack, scarcity vibration, feeling not enough, feeling unworthy, creating a I'm never going to get it, insecure, lacking confidence, giving him not job offers, and it's keeping him stuck in this feedback loop. Same thing with love and dating. A lot of my clients come to me around this. And one of the email responses I received is, I'm not enough for my ideal lover. Now, I've had a side conversation with this individual before, but let's go to his belief system on how it's creating his reality. He has beliefs, I'm not enough for my ideal lover. He also isn't putting himself out there. He has fear of rejection. So his beliefs are sabotaging the thing that he wants, but his beliefs are then creating his perception, I'm not enough, creating his identity, insecure, fear of rejection, keeping him contracted, giving him single. He's been single for over 3 years. But until you see this framework and how it's mapped out, nothing in your life will change. So we can replace anything here, whether it's money, love, jobs, opportunities, whatever it is that you are seeking. Look at your current results in your life. If they aren't what you want, now here's the first tool. The first step to creating change in your life is awareness. I want you to do this work. This is literally free coaching I'm giving you. Sit down, pen to paper. I want you to look at your current results. Where in life aren't you happy? Is it your health? Is it relationship, finances, work? What is your biggest pain point? Where do you feel the most stuck? So take inventory. What are your current results? Now let's reverse engineer, back it up. Let's talk about identity, because identity is creating your reality. Your identity is made up of 3 things. It's your habitual thoughts, which beliefs are just thoughts. They're like ingrained, deeply rooted thoughts. So your identity are your thoughts, your emotional states, and the actions you take or inactions, procrastinations, being inconsistent, etc. So that's it. These 3 things create your identity. And if we step behind that, remember, beliefs are creating your perception. It's your worldview. So you are either focused on obstacles or you see opportunities. Why can two people experience the exact same thing and have completely different viewpoints? It's based on their perception. Perception is everything. Your perception is creating reality. So these all plug and play. So look at your perception, your worldview. Money's hard to come by versus other people think I can make money doing anything. Again, beliefs are the starting point. So the first step here is, remember, you're going to take inventory. I want you to become aware. And then you have to get really clear. Who are you being? If this is the feedback loop and this is creating your reality and these pieces don't change, nothing in your life is going to change. That's why most people are out there trying to change the effects in their life, trying to change their relationship, move to a new city, get a new job, get promoted. But if you don't change the cause, the effects won't change. So most people are focused externally, and these are only the effects. They're not dealing with the root cause that are creating the effects. This is exactly the work I do with my coaching clients. If you're ready to fast track where you are and start creating a better future and get out of your own way, I invite you to schedule a breakthrough session. You can learn more and visit the link on my website, heatherhakes.com, to schedule your call. But this is what it comes down to. We're not here to mow the weeds. We don't want to just band-aid the symptoms. You've got to get to the root cause. Because when you change the root cause, when you pull out those weeds and you rewire the subconscious with what you actually want to experience, all of the effects in your life has changed because you've changed the cause. So now let's get into how your beliefs are formed and how you can rewire them to get the results that you want in your life. Many of your beliefs were formed at a very young age, from like birth up until age 7. And I will explain why. This is when you're in, think of like a self-hypnosis state. The brainwave state is called theta. So let's talk about brainwave states real quick. I'm gonna throw this up on the screen right here. Your brainwave states. So from birth up until age 7, you are primarily in theta brainwave state. And theta is when you are suggestible to information. So above theta is alpha, beta, and then delta is when you're sleeping. So delta sleep is when you're awake and aware. And this is when like you really have to pay attention or you're stressed out. Like highly alert, stress. So right now we want to talk about theta. So from birth up until age 7, you're primarily in theta brainwave state. Remember, this is when you're suggestible. So in this period, from birth up until age 7, since you're primarily in this theta brainwave state, your analytical, logical mind are not yet formed. So whatever you grew up around, mom, dad, culture, community, your environment was programming you their belief system. So some people talk about generational trauma. Let's talk about money. If most people come from, you can look at most people's background. If they came from no money, they will push down that money mindset, that belief system, generation after generation after generation. But you have the power to rewire, which we will get into. So just understand, most of your beliefs were formed at a very young age. Your beliefs around money, your beliefs around love, your beliefs around what's possible based on these early ages. So think of your mind. It literally is as your operating system. So here's your conscious mind, which is 5%. These are your goals, wishes, desires. So the examples I was giving, that guy who wants to be employed and making good money, that's only 5%. The guy who wants to be in that loving relationship, all of that is going against 95% of the operating system, their subconscious mind, which is full of their beliefs. Now here's where I want you to think about your operating system, your subconscious mind, as the cause creating every effect in your life. This is where we could bring in 2 hermetic principles. Mentalism, all is mind. Your mind is the cause of every effect in your life. And correspondence, which simply states as within, so without. Because beliefs create perceptions which drive our identity and behaviors, creating our results. As within, so without. That's why we're not here to mow the weeds. We're here to upgrade the operating system, because when you upgrade your beliefs, you now are functioning from a different perception. It's creating a new identity, new habits, new choices, creating new results. This is where it all comes down to. So let's get back to theta, how you were originally programmed. When you're in theta brainwave state, this line right here is your analytical mind. And this is not formed until after age 7. But when you're in theta brainwave state, which you naturally are 2 times every single day, first thing in the morning, you're coming out of delta. Think about it, when you're kind of groggy and you're coming to, you're naturally in theta brainwave state before you're up and moving, getting ready for the day, and then, having to pay attention, sending emails, busy, going about. Then before sleep, we come down back into theta. Again, it's that groggy state before you fall back into delta asleep. So theta, remember, is when you're suggestible. This is where self-hypnosis comes into play. This is how you can upgrade the operating system. You can rewire your beliefs into what you want. And the reason theta is the prime opportunity is because this analytical mind opens up the conscious mind. You can now use the 5% of your conscious mind. I am worthy, I am enough, opportunities come to me easily. There's plenty of good men and women out there. Whatever you want that new belief to be, you can now use the 5% of your mind to impress on the subconscious. So this is how I think about it, like planting new seeds, planting new beliefs. Through repetition and consistency, you are now fertilizing these seeds in your subconscious mind. And remember, the subconscious is your operating system. It is the cause of every effect in your life. So let's break this down. What are the practical steps in order for you to do this? The practical steps to upgrade your operating system, to upgrade and reprogram your limiting beliefs are as follows. Step number 1, awareness. You have to become aware of those limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck and playing small. I'm not enough. It's never going to happen for me. Money's hard to come by. I can't lose the weight. Whatever those beliefs are. Step number 1 is awareness. Write them down, pen to paper. And then I want you to observe them. This is when you can question them. Is this even true? So this is where you can find evidence to debunk your beliefs. Step number 2, now you have to create an aim. Despite where you're currently at, despite your current belief system, what do you want and what would you need to believe in order to experience that? Step number 3 is the daily application. Again, these are teaching frameworks and tools that I give my coaching clients, but this is the literal steps on how you rewire your mind. The application is that daily consistency and repetition, those prime opportunities each day, morning and night. So you are impressing with your conscious mind these new belief systems, this new identity onto the subconscious, which rewires the operating system, dissolves those old limiting beliefs, the new beliefs are installed, and then guess what? If we go back to that original drawing, new beliefs create new perceptions, driving a new identity, behaviors, emotional baselines, habits, creating wanted results in your life. Let me know what questions you have about this. Comment down below. Now, your takeaways to put this into play. Do this work. Do these 3 steps. Because when you upgrade your operating system, you upgrade your entire life. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop. And give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.